About half of you already clicked off of the video just from like the rage bait of forgiving your parents. Let's get into it. So of course I've got to start this off by saying that again, this is all based off I'm only going off of my experience, you know. Everybody has their own experience, especially when it comes to forgiving their own parents. And everybody has their own journey according to that. But for me, really, it was for myself. That's really how you have to go about it. That's the best way you have to go about forgiving your parents. Coming from my background, when you have immigrant parents, you know, they're stubborn and they're stuck in their ways. You can't really change their mind or change how they feel about something. When you think about it also that way, many people might not be like, well, if they're not going to change, well, if my parents aren't going to change, why would I forgive them or something like that? It's just their mindset. It's their mentality, like however they grew up, you know. That's whatever their parents brought into them. That's really what they bring into the next thing. And that's what goes down generations. And it's not fair. It might not be fair, you know, but that's on either you can keep pushing it on or you can break the cycle of this generation, you know. So it really the whole thing depends on your mindset. And sometimes too, you might be thinking like as the child, you know, you might put it all on your parents to fix the situation. Like, why aren't they doing this for me? Why aren't they doing that for me? Or you have all this resentment that's built up, you know, and you're not able to talk about it. Sometimes just talking about it releases that pressure. And when it comes to parents, I know, like, especially for me, you know, especially growing up, it was really hard to talk to my parents, tell them what I was feeling or tell them what was going on. You know, just because of what was going on in my head, you know. Gratefully, right now, my relationship with my parents is much better than it used to be, because I'm talking to them now, telling them what's on my mind, you know, and especially when you're a kid, you know, it's just like that parent-child relationship is just you do this, you do what I tell you to do, you go to bed when I tell you to, you know. So when you like I'm 24 now, about to turn 25 now this year, so it's a different dynamic now. When you're talking, especially when you're older and you're talking to your parents, it's much easier because now you actually see them as people, you know. Maybe you've already seen them as people depending on what's happened in your life, and you've seen the flaws or mistakes that they've made, you know. But when you're able to actually sit down and talk to them, you're able to humanize them, because when you're a kid, you just see them as this lofty thing, as something, you know, something that's always got to be respected, something above, you know. Like they couldn't understand what you're going through, but they were kids too. They had parents as well. So just coming out of your comfort zone and talking to them more definitely helps you. In general, it helps the relationship, but it helps you humanize them and helps you understand that, you know, they had their own things going on. Doesn't excuse what might happen, or, you know, what thing you might feel that they could have done better on, but it just allows you to get some peace of mind, allows you to breathe. That's the biggest thing you can get from forgiving your parents. Just the peace of mind for yourself. Again, that's how I would explain it, you know. That's what helped me. It's not the same for everybody. There are some really, really bad parents out there. Take my opinion with a grain of salt, but that's how I feel about it. All right, that's the video. You guys like it up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.